In today's video, we continue our coverage on Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Why? Because Adam Wingard, who directed Godzilla Vs Kong and Godzilla X Kong, is talking about the potential inspiration for the sequel to Godzilla X Kong, Destoroyah, appearing in said movie. Oh my god, I did not see that coming. But when Warstu spoke about Space Godzilla, it was so far-fetched, I was stretching. To be honest, I would say there's more chance of Space Godzilla appearing than Destoroyah, but Adam Wingard is clearly saying these things in interviews to see what the actual audience that is really invested into kaiju, into the MonsterVerse say when he says these things. He's not just saying these things for fun. The reason of articles and interviews is so it goes on the internet and it gets the fandom talking. Y'all thought I was crazy saying Space Godzilla was going to appear, but at the end of the day, your boy Warstu went to the equivalent of the UK premiere for the movie, so say what you want about me, but y'all keep talking about me. So if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, MonsterVerse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover personally on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know who, what, where would you do for the sequel that's looking very likely, because this movie's still doing really well. Be interested to see what the box office numbers are after weekend 2, this coming Monday. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And if you could, become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1. You don't get any perks, but it helps keep the YouTube channel alive. And also check us out on x.com, aka twitter.com. WarstuG over there, because someone robbed the Warstu handle and I'm most likely never going to get it back. So I've got a world freaking exclusive for you guys. You're never going to hear this coming. This is an exclusive, and you're not going to hear it anywhere else except for right here. So are you ready for this world exclusive? All right, let's break it down. I can exclusively tell my audience that the Gojira that ate the star, it wasn't Space Godzilla, it wasn't Godzilla, it was Titanius Warstu. He was the Titan that ate the dying star. Make that what you want. Now, it's very interesting. Okay, if you get why I'm saying that, right? Interesting. Right, let's carry on. So, in a recent interview, Adam Wingard spoke about what could come in the future. Now, the headline for this is coming from discussingfilm.net. Godzilla X Kong director Adam Wingard teases baby Godzilla. Oh my god, they're gonna kill off the main MonsterVerse Gojira, and they're gonna bring in a new Godzilla. Oh my god. This is actually insane. It's the end game. It's Destroy All Monsters. It's not actually Destroy All Monsters, because I don't think that Legendary could have... Well, I think they could afford, actually, because the MonsterVerse movies have made $2 billion plus cumulatively. And yeah, I understand they've got to license out characters. They've got to have new contracts. They've got to license out each of the Titans from Toho. I don't know why people think they're clever saying stuff like this. It costs money to license out characters from Toho, but they've got a very good relationship Legendary has with Toho. That's why, instead of using Space Godzilla, they made their own Godzilla. They made SHIMO, who is essentially Space Godzilla. And I can't wait for other people to make videos talking shit on me, because let's be honest, it's been happening for the last year, but it is what it is. So this is It's interesting because they haven't greenlit another movie yet, but we know there's going to be another Kaiju MonsterVerse movie. Godzilla vs Kong did just under 500, just after this one's looking like it's going to do pretty well. And like I said in the prologue earlier, Adam Wingard is saying stuff so people get talking, so we can see what the general audience is saying. So a question was asked by Discussing Film: is baby Godzilla coming to the MonsterVerse? Adam Wingard strongly desires to return for another sequel in the MonsterVerse, telling us, I do have more story to tell with these monsters, and I know where I'd go with it. It seems like Wingard's dreams for his own MonsterVerse trilogy are now closer to coming true, thanks to the hoarders of people turning out to see Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire in theaters. Discussing Film can now exclusively shed some light on Wingard's potential next Godzilla X Kong movie, and could end up looking like the answer might even surprise the most hardcore Gojira Kaiju fans ever. So he answered this. He said, I'll say this. One of my top Godzilla movies is Godzilla vs Destoroyah. The reason it's one of my favorite films is I don't think any other Godzilla movie, maybe outside of -1 and the original 1954 original, has ever hit such emotional heights. The ending of that film, when Godzilla Jr. dies and subsequently Godzilla melts to death, all right, it's so poignant and also beautiful in that way they did it. The first time I saw it, it brought tears to my eyes. And part of that is thanks to, I can't pronounce that name, grand score that plays during a certain scene. Interesting. Paying homage to Destoroyah Now, this is where this article goes on about talking about a bunch of other Godzilla movies and other stuff like that, but we're just here to see what Adam Wingard said. Now, he went on to say, it's crazy because you look at Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, and it's a very high-end version of having a guy in a Godzilla suit. I would say it's probably the peak of it because I don't think it's matched in terms of that version. The quality, the scale of having Godzilla brought to life through an actor in a suit. But that's the thing for me. If I were to do another one of these films, I'd want to hit that kind of emotion resonance with Godzilla as a character this time. And that's what I say for now. So I do read the comments and I do see people making YouTube videos of me, which is cool. Yeah, I'll keep talking about me. It's amazing that you are. But he's essentially saying the same thing that he said, I think it's about a week ago now, that he would do what he did for Kong in a sequel with Godzilla. And as I said in a previous video the other day, you have to have a villain that is so freaking powerful to the point where it will push Godzilla to nearly dying or having a really fair fight. Because let's be honest, Scar King wasn't a villain, Shimo wasn't a villain, Mechagodzilla was pretty much a joke. So someone like we said in yesterday's video was a theory video, and a lot of people took it the wrong way. A lot of people took it like I was saying, yo, all these characters are going to appear in said movie. And what's interesting is you need to like use common sense. It's clearly me asking a question like, yo, what is going to happen next? There is so many crazy kaiju they could use. And I do think Destroyer or Space Godzilla or Gigantic or some crazy titan like would be the best one. But for the director to literally come out and say, yo, Destroyer is coming, which would be interesting. Does that mean they're going to introduce Junior Godzilla, which he kind of implied? And would that mean the main Godzilla would die and then we'd get a new Godzilla being Junior Godzilla that grows up? Because we all know the way the licensing works with Toho is they're allowed to kill Godzilla off, but they've got to replace him pretty much instantly. And the fact that Shimo's there, if Godzilla starts melting, we happen to have Shimu, who could literally stop that from happening. Like you guys know, I don't have the best lore background in MonsterVerse or in Titans. I don't read the comics. I read some bits here and there to brush up for videos and stuff, but I'm just a general fan of the movies. But of course I would do a little bit of research if you like, but it does sound like that he wants Destroyer to come in clutch or some variants of that, and it would make sense. And like I say, they don't actually have to use Destroyer or Space Godzilla because Shimo is basically Space Godzilla without being, the crystal. It's Space Godzilla's cousin. They don't actually have to bring Space Godzilla or Destroyer in, but it could literally be legendary makes in the Titan, just like they did with Shimo. And they went so far back that Shimo caused the Ice Age. They could literally do anything they want with the storyline. A lot of Titans could have existed millions of years ago without us having ever even seen that. So it's fascinating to me. I really do love and appreciate all the hate I get. But one thing you guys need to realize is a theory is a theory. I don't know if Adam Wingard's literally telling you in this interview, in the article that came out with discussing films, that, yeah, we're going to use Destroyer. He could literally make a new character that is Destroyer without using the word Destroyer. The attributes could literally be the same. So I'm very fascinated to see what the comment section is going to say about this, because you've literally got Adam Wingard saying, yo, I would love to use something like I take a lot of inspiration from the boy Destroyer, but it'd be interesting to see what you guys make out in the comment section to make out I'm saying something he's not. Literally, the headline is, Wingard teases Baby Godzilla and Destroyer inspirations for his next movie. So it doesn't mean he's going to carbon copy it. No, that's kind of Marvel style to a certain degree, but we're going to get something crazy, which is cool. Are we going to get Baby Godzilla taking over the main Godzilla and our main Godzilla dying because Shimo can't unfreeze the melting Godzilla? I don't know, but it's speculation, it's rumor, it's theory. There is so many different ways you can go about this. I can't wait to see all the other Kaiju MonsterVerse YouTube channels talk about this article, because I know they will. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch ya later.